This short animated video explains the concept of pair t-test in student t-distribution in statistics. So if you are a student, researcher, or just curious about this topic, please watch this video till the end. And I have tried to explain this topic with help of some relevant examples. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere else, just sit back, relax and enjoy this video. So before we deep dive into what is pair t-test, let us first understand the student t-distribution. So student t-distribution is a continuous probability distribution that is used to calculate the population parameters when the sample size is small. That means the sample size must be 30 or less than 30. And when the population variance is unknown, these two parameters should be considered. The sample size should be small and the population variance should be unknown. Student t-distribution is a continuous probability distribution that generates the standard normal distribution, right? The shape of t-distribution will depend upon the degree of freedom. Like in above diagram, the blue color curve is a standard normal curve or a Z curve because the sample size is greater than 30. This red color curve is a t-distribution curve because the sample size is close to 30 here. And similarly, this green color curve is also a t-distribution curve, but because the sample size is smaller than 30 here. As the n becomes infinitely large, t tends to become normal distribution. Now comes the question, when to use the t-distribution? So student t-distribution is used when the sample size is less than 30 or equal to 30. Population standard deviation is unknown, and the population distribution is either unimodal or skewed. These are the conditions under which you use the student t-distribution. Now let us look at the pair t-test. So pair t-test compares the mean of two populations taken from same individual, object or related units that are correlated. The keywords are taken from same individuals, object or units that are correlated. These are the keywords for the pair t-test. Pair t-test, sometimes called as the dependent sample test, where each unit or entity is measured twice, resulting in a pair of observations. Like you measure the same entity 2 times. Imagine you are identical twins. You want to know if the new diet pills will help in the weight loss. So you give one twin the pills, another twin the placebo. After a month, you measure their weight. The pair t-test will tell you or determine if the difference in the weight loss between the twins is significant, provided all the factors remain same. The key here is the observations are paired. They could be measured, taken before and after the treatment. Like in this case are twins, measurements are taken on the same person or object but under different conditions. You might use the pair t-test in different situations, like before or after measurement, like weight gain before or after a diet, or in case like repeated measurement, like measuring blood pressure before and after the exercise. Is there any change in the blood pressure? That is the where you use the pair t-test. In simple terms, a pair t-test compares the mean of two related groups. Like in many statistical procedures, the pair t-test also has two competing hypotheses, the null and the alternate hypothesis. The null hypothesis states that there is no significant difference and the true mean difference between the pair and sample is 0. It is denoted by H0. So that is, in this case, we can say H0 is mu before is equal to mu after. On the other hand, alternate hypothesis challenges the status quo and assumes that the true mean difference between the paired samples is not equal to 0. It is denoted by HA or H1 and always contradict the null hypothesis here. And in this case, we can say H1 is equal to mu before is not equal to mu after. So if the direction of difference between these two, it does not matter to you, go for two-tailed test. Otherwise, choose the upper tail test or lower tail test accordingly. Now let us look at the test statistics for PAT test. So formula for T distribution is T is equal to X bar minus mu by S by underscore N. For PAT test, you can expand it like summation X1 minus X2 divided by N divided by S underscore N. When X bar is the sample mean, mu is the population mean, N is the sample size, and S is the sample standard deviation, and X1, X2 are the before and after observations readings. And acceptance criteria. So if your T critical value is less than equal to test statistics, you reject the null hypothesis. But if it is like T critical is greater than test statistics, you fail to reject the null hypothesis. So we'll use this in the example next. Now let's see how do we perform in the Minitab. So for that, go to Stats, Basic Stats, and PAT test. So once you click on PAT test, new window will open. Add your pre and post sample values, and then select the confidence interval and click OK. So you will get your Minitab result for PAT test. How do we do an SPSS? Now let's look at that. This is the pathway. Go to Analyze, Compare Mean, Pair Sample T-Test. So once you click on this one, a new window will open. Add the variable 1 and variable 2 for before and after, and then select the confidence interval and click Continue. So this is how you do it in both these SPSS and Minitab. Now we'll take another case for PAT test example. Consider study on two different types of exercise equipment measuring heart rate machine, which measures in beats per minute for two individuals who use two different types of equipment A and B. So in this case, we'll use the formula for T for the summation di by n by sd by underscore n. If we expand this formula, it's like this. And this is the values. Like we have 5 persons who are using two different equipments and beats to measure their heart rate, and the values are given in the table. And di is calculated as a difference operate from machine A and B. Like for 1, it is 61 minus 55, which comes to 6. Same case for 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, our null hypothesis is the difference should be 0. There is no difference between two machines or equipments. Alternate is there is some difference. It is not equal to 0. We need to test this claims for PAT test. I told you for PAT test, it's like two same persons at two different conditions or circumstances or a time point. Degree of freedom comes to n minus 1. We have 5 persons, so 5 minus 1 it comes to 4. Take an alpha or level of significance as 0.05. So we'll calculate d bar, that is the summation di divided by n. So d bar is nothing but what you have subtracted from the person 1, like 61 minus 55 is 6, plus minus 3 plus minus 2 plus 7 plus minus 3 divided by n, and n is nothing but 5. So if you add this and divide by 5, you get d bar as 1. You put this in the formula and you add everything under the summation 6 minus d bar whole square plus minus 3 minus 1 whole square something, and so on till end, divided by under root 5 minus 1. So you get ST as 51. You put this in the formula of T. D bar you already calculated above 1, and ST is 51 divided by 4 under root of 4. So you get T stats as 0.04. Now T critical at alpha by 2. Since there is a 2-tail test, we don't know. It is our null hypothesis says it is not equal to 0. It can be less than 0 or greater than 0. So our level of significance was 0.05, but in this case we have to look at 0.025. So we go to T table test, go to top one. If you see, we select degree of freedom as 4. So we get 2.776 as T critical value. So in this case, my T critical is greater than T stats. So we fail to reject the null hypothesis. So our null hypothesis was that it is equal to 0. So we actually fail to reject this thing. Let's have a quick knowledge check to see your understanding of this concept, pseudo T distribution. The first question is, T-tails tells you about the significant difference between the two groups. Is this a true statement? Is it a false statement? Or can't be determined? Second question, which of these is a type of t-test? One sample t-test, independent two sample t-test, paired t-test, and fourth is all above. So you can leave your answers in the comment section below.